So I thought the first subtopic, and I only really thought of one, but there'll be more as we talk, is let's talk about, I guess we should probably compare cost and weight of the two setups of tents versus hammocks.
Yeah.
And which one might be better in that regard.
Are you talking about cost? Okay, so cost to weight.
Cost to weight or cost and weight of a hammock setup versus a tent setup.
Well, if cost to weight is what you are solely concerned about, so take out quality of sleep.
Right.
I think a tent
Correct.
wins.
We'll get to quality of sleep.
Yeah, tent wins.
What about these new like super light hammocks? They're like 10 ounces.
They're pretty light, but they're not. But full setup, you're still looking at like 2 pounds.
No, not
with,
if you
with a tarp.
If you get like an 8-ounce Cuban tarp and like a 10-ounce
like
hammock,
some really light.
that's
quilts.
18 ounces. That's a
Yeah,
duplex.
plus your suspension. That's like 4 ounces.
That's true.
You're getting close. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but I don't know. You know that. Okay, so how much would that cost with it?
Well, that's the next question.
You're pushing like $600-700 with the Dyneema tarp, probably.
That's how much a dynamic.
I
Wow,
know.
dynamic tent's like five to
So
1,000.
if you're solely going on weight to cost, you're getting a 16-ounce Dyneema tent for like $600.
Yeah, maybe a little cheaper actually.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
It's a high cost of entry though.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Right. It ain't cheap. You baller on the trails. Okay, so you think tent wins?
Yeah, I mean we've never denied that tents are.
I don't know. I'm with you, but they have these super light hammocks and tarps now, and you can get light underquilts and light suspensions. It won't be as light as the lightest.
Now I will say this.
Tent setup.
I will say
That's-
this. When
that's
you're when you're comparing cost to weight, and if you were only comparing sleeping pad versus underquilt, underquilt wins.
This guy brings up a good point. If we're including the underquilt, we got to include the sleeping pad with the tent.
No. Let's say underquilt for a sleeping pad, like weight and cost. I still think.
Well, you need a sleeping. Yeah, right.
I still think underquilt probably wins, even though sleeping pad's probably going to be a little bit more expensive for some of the nicer ones.
For
but
sure. Well, no. A nice underquilt's like $250.
Yeah.
Even the nicest sleeping pad doesn't cost that much.
Right. I think an underquilt's going to be more effective for cost to weight, but obviously you can't use it
to warmth.
Yeah, but obviously you can't use an underquilt in a tent.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you will die.
I do like how there's a lot of range though, for a lot of options.
For
like you
hammock?
say, well for both though, but because
Yeah.
like you said, like you can get really nice quilts for $250, but even at half of that, you can still get some nice quilts. I got a hammock
Right,
gear
the
quilt I
Econ
think for
line.
about
Yeah.
like $130. It's a
Econ
very
line.
good quilt. It's
Yeah.
always helped me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's some.
There's not many of those light underquilts though. Hammock here.
No, yeah. They make good ones.
Here's some good information. Brian Vinci said 8-ounce tarps, 7.5 poltergeist hammock, 7.5 ounce straps, 5 ounce, $450. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a good setup.
Cameron Youngstrom said going to include Dutch's Cloud 71. Yeah, that's 327 grams for $115. Yeah.
Okay, wait, 327 grams.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not ultra enough to know what that is in ounces.
Cloud 71 looks incredible. Seriously considering that as my summer camping hammock in Texas. I agree. I'm tempted by the Cloud 70. If they come out with a Banyan in the Cloud 71, oh my God.
Okay, 327 grams is 11.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
so
very
that-
good.
That's
So
pretty
if they had
solid.
a Banyan that weighed that much, that would.
But the problem with
Banyan would be
But I
heavier.
know you have extra accessories to.
But the problem with the Banyan is you need a little bit more. You need like a little bit more rigidity on it.
Like like you're saying that the fabric has to take on more force.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, these
Yeah.
guys are geniuses.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
I
It
mean,
is
they
crazy.
made a lot of
It's
things you didn't think could be made.
No, you know what's crazy though?
It's like 11 ounces. What?
when we've been talking to cottage manufacturers and stuff, we were always like, what's the upcoming newest cool stuff? And everybody just says the same thing, that they're looking forward to fabrics. And so fabrics
That's
are
true. We have
just evolving.
on this podcast, we always ask the cottage vendors, like, what do you think is going to be like the technological advances in this field over the next 5 years? And they all say materials.
Yeah.
Like lighter materials.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I guess there's other things it could be, but like design, you could get some crazy new
I mean,
designs.
have you ever asked them like what's beyond Dyneema?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Yes,
It's
in
an open
fact,
question.
yes. We've asked
Okay.
every single one of them. No, nobody knows.
No, it's cheaper. It's
Cheaper Dyneema.
Like
It's
X
getting
pack.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheaper
yeah.
Dyneema is going to be the Advance.
Okay.
That
makes sense.
Which is
Yeah.
still
Which is-
huge.
Well, yeah. Yep. Make more
Um,
stuff out of it.
Okay. So, all right. I guess we still haven't crowned a winner in this category.
There's no
before we go to
winner.
the
It's
next
all
one.
personal preference.
Yeah, I guess
It really
I guess
is a
I
lot,
guess
yeah.
if you the absolute lightest shelter setup would be a 10.
Yeah, but I mean, you could definitely, if you get real anal about it, and Spaguyver's done a lot of cool videos on this in the past. You can get, and shout out to Hunter's Trip.
Yeah.
He's made some crazy ultralight hammock setups. I still don't think you're getting as low as like a really ultralight tent, though.
What do you think?
If you're only concerned about weight, now screw that.
I'm trying to. What do you think the lightest tent you can get is?
probably around the.
That's obviously not a tarp.
Are
like
you
a real
talking?
tent.
So does it? So define tent. Is it like one? Not like a, not a, double
Like
wall shelter.
Not a double wall, but like a real tent. It's got a little vestibule.
You're probably looking at. You could probably get something in like the 14-ounce range if you did like a tarp with like a bug net.
No, but like not a tarp with a bug net, like a real tent. 450 grams for this one. For a Terra Nova, I googled lightest backpacking tent, and this was the first thing. Terra Nova equipment, laser pulse Ultra One, 450 grams, and it looks like a real tent. What do you think that is to ounces?
That's a
It's
coffin.
like 14, 15
Yeah.
ounces.
See, here's the thing. Yeah, that's
16,
16
yeah.
ounces,
Yeah,
and the
16.
Ultiplex is
It's a
lighter than
pound.
that. So
Yeah.
maybe the Z-Pack Soulplex, which is their smallest tent, right? That might be the lightest tent. 13 or 14 ounces, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the next topic, and this is something you just brought up, and it will be interesting to hear this group because I think I probably know the answer, but what is more comfortable?
So here's what I'm going to say about this. I think a hammock is more comfortable. However, when we did the hot tent and I slept on a really nice sleeping pad.
This is just one of many conversations
Yeah.
where Andy's back in the tent.
No, I will say, like, it makes a difference having like a really nice sleeping
Dude,
pad.
I have been preaching
I know.
that for years.
Well, all right. So someone who's been in a hammock for the last few years and
Yeah.
I'm not totally writing off tents. I want to think about them again.
Yeah.
So you said your mind changed in the hot.
Okay.
Dude, we got to get you.
No,
in
in the
By the
winter.
way, yes, I do have to get in the hot, in the
Yeah,
hot
that's
tent. So, but what were you on?
I was on.
He
Well,
was on my
this-
Thermarest X-Therm,
yeah.
which is the warmest.
No,
sleeping
no.
pad.
Okay, and you've been using that in your tent for a while.
Wow.
No, I have the Nemo Tensor, which I've been using.
I slept pretty well, to be honest.
I have
Okay.
three,
Yeah, so
three
Sam.
sleeping pads.
So